In this video, I'll be continuing to talk about the EV apocalypse. Some of the guys are dying out like flies. And I'll be talking about what happens when one of these companies dies, goes into extinction, ceases to exist, and also provide some of the other companies that could potentially also be facing the same fate. So first of all, some more drama surrounding Hi-Fi. It is reported that Hi-Fi employees have been complaining how NIO got funding from United Arab Emirates, and Hi-Fi was also promised funding from Dubai in United Arab Emirates but never received it. And they were saying, our brand is even higher and better than NIO, even more luxurious than NIO. How come we didn't get the funding? Well, perhaps maybe you can't even sell a few cars. But that highlights the struggle that they're facing. And apparently Bosch has activated the guillotine and really chopped everything off. And just, does not look good. So they've been owning Bosch quite a lot of money. All right. And they've owed Bosch so much money that Bosch said that they're not gonna supply them with any more car parts, and also fired off all the staff that's associated with Hi-Fi. That's what the news is online. All right. So completely chopped off. That's what the news is here in China. And this is absolutely critical because if you think about it, Hi-Fi doesn't really have a lot of their own core technology stuff. They use everything from Bosch, even the motors, a lot of stuff, the control units, everything is from Bosch. That just pretty much means everything is gonna be gone. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess they can continue selling cars with the parts that they already have, continue making them maybe, but it pretty much spells game over for them, I think. All right, in my personal opinion. Of course, if they manage to pay back the money and they end up in good terms, they could still continue doing business together, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So Bosch activated guillotine and straight up gone. And this is also some very shocking information about the struggles of Hi-Fi. So I watched this other video made by a Hi-Fi owner, and he was one of the earliest Hi-Fi X owners. He spent a ton of money, like 600 plus K RMB on a Hi-Fi X. And he talked about some of the false promises and misleading promises that the company made. So he had his car for quite a while. He's driven 100K kilometers. And he said when he bought the car, the sales reps promised that every single Hi-Fi owner, Hi-Fi X buyer, will be eventually given a free upgrade to the 120 kilowatt hour battery pack. All right. But for now, you're just going to have to drive the car with the 97 kilowatt hour battery pack. But soon you'll get the 120. So that was all promised and signed on the contract. Everything is signed on the contract. So it's not just like word of mouth. It was actually in the contract. But that never came to fruition. And then at the start of 2023, last year, at the start of 2023, they started finally offering the free upgrade. But there were only 50 of them per month. And you had to basically fight for it. So fight for your position. So Hi-Fi owners would set the alarm. But for himself, he couldn't get it. And only until May did he finally get onto that 50 name list. So he got his name up there, but he never was able to get the upgrade. He was never able to get the upgrade. And whenever he tries to get the upgrade, it's always, it's out of stock. It just isn't there. It's just in thin air. And it's gotten so bad that a group of Hi-Fi owners are planning to sue the company because of this false promise. And you promised the 120, you even give us the slots, we fight for it. I mean, that's already dumb enough, but at the end, you still don't give us the battery. And that's how terrible it's been. So whether or not Hi-Fi goes bankruptcy, he said it in his video. He's not sure. He can't say for sure. Neither can I say for sure, but it is pretty obvious that they're facing some serious troubles. And Bosch pulling the guillotine, I don't know if that spells doom, but to me it spells doom. All right. So what happens when this kind of thing happens? Well, the classic example is Weltmeister. Well, Weltmeister went through this whole situation, all right? And the company went kaput, gone. They used to be one of the best EV makers here in China back in like 2020-ish, but now they're gone in 3 years' time. Holy crap. And a lot of the owners, Weltmeister owners, first of all, you lose internet access because the company is no longer paying the cellular service for internet for the cars. So all Weltmeister cars do not have internet. The map inside the car does not work. You have to use your own phone map to navigate and stuff. And also, any remote functions do not work with the car. If you try to turn on the AC ahead of time, does not work because there's no internet for the car. There's no cloud service, so you can't even see the car, your own Weltmeister car, inside the Weltmeister app. In fact, the Weltmeister app doesn't even work anymore, so it's just crazy. Worst part of it all is the fact that insurance companies reject you. You try to buy insurance, they don't let you because you can't get any parts for repairs or service. It's just impossible. So you can't even get insurance. That's just how crazy it is. So any sort of minor accident or any sort of minor scratch and nick, that's okay. But like any sort of thing that needs repairing or fixing, good luck. You are out of luck. It's gonna cost you a fortune to try to get that part. Yeah. So insurance companies, no more insurance. So you still do see some Weltmeisters on the road, but if that car gets in trouble in a collision, in an accident, that's going to be a tough situation, guys. So what are some of the other companies that could potentially bite the dust? All right, bite the dust here in China. Well, actually, some of the traditional automakers are actually already biting the dust, like Mitsubishi already biting the dust. Nissan is actually, seems like they're biting the dust pretty soon. They're not selling that well here in China. But also EV makers like Hycan, not doing too well. Only like 500 deliveries per month. I mean, throughout whole entire China, 500 per month. Come on. Infinity actually only sells like 400 a month. I mean, just not too good. I mean, if you see these kind of numbers, it's pretty much not looking too well. And if you look at the bottom of the delivery list, any one of these guys, if they're just selling like double-digit numbers of cars or even triple-digit, it's not looking too bright for them, all right? But that's what's happening. The next 2 years are going to be very competitive. A lot of guys are going to be eliminated. That's just the way it is. There's always going to be people that get pushed out of the market, and that's a natural thing. Survival of the fittest, all right? So going forward, expect more companies to bite the dust. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.